Welcome back to another CAD/CAM tutorial. This is another sheet metal modeling practice. And you're going to create this simple sheet metal model using Siemens NX. So this model contains a tab and then some normal cutouts in the middle. Then we have two bends and two flanges with fillet edges, and then we have holes that runs through the flanges. All the dimensions on the parts are in millimeters. The material thickness is 1 millimeter. The bend radii for the bends and the flanges here are all 2 millimeters. The bend angle for these two bends and the flanges as well, 35 degrees. And the material appearance is brass. So this is a very simple model. Make sure you watch the video to the end, follow through to know how to create this simple sheet metal model. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on post notification so that you get a notification anytime I upload a tutorial video. Please share the video to your friends as well so they can also watch this video. And let me know in the comments any problems you have in Siemens NX sheet metal modeling, and I'll help you out. Now let's start. First off, create a new file. A template or the workbench sheet metal unit millimeters. Specify a name for the part. This is the 4th sheet metal tutorial, and the folder to save it. Click OK. The first thing you need to do, as you always know, is to go into the preferences and the sheet metal, and then you change some global variables. So the material thickness 1 millimeter, bend radii or bend radius 2 millimeters. Now for the relief, you can see over here the relief width is 1 millimeter and the relief depth is 2 millimeters. Click OK, and we can now start with the model. The first thing you're going to do is to create a flat tab which will cover the distance from this bend to the other bend here. So it has a length of 10 plus 30 plus 10, which will be 50 millimeters, and a width of 30 millimeters. So with the tab command, a base feature, you can sketch and then select any plane, but I'll go with the XY plane. Then you sketch a rectangle from the center. Make sure this line is vertical. Now the length 50 millimeters, and then the width 30 millimeters. The sketch is fully constrained. So finish sketch. And then the thickness, as we can see, the global variable 1 millimeter. Okay. Next, we add the two flanges. So with the flange feature, the width option should be at center, and then the edge, click on these two edges. So the width of the flange is 12 millimeters and the length of the flange is 10 millimeters, which is already here. The angle of bend is 35 degrees, already here. Now the length reference, you want to set it to inside. So we have a front view. When you set it to outside, this is what we have, but you're going to set it to inside so that the length of the flange will start in the center of this bend here. And then the inset, set it to material outside for the flange to come in this direction. Now enable geometry mirroring pattern. And then the relief, as we already set in the global variables, the width and the depth already here. Okay. Next, we add fillets of radius 3 to the edges of the flange. So the break corner, the method is blend, and the radius of 3 millimeters. Just click on this face and this face. Then we add holes of diameters 3 millimeters to the flanges as well, and we make sure that the circles and the fillets arcs here are concentric, that is, they all lie on the same center. So just click on normal cutouts, sketch on this face. Now draw a circle, move your cursor over this fillet arc, make sure the point is on the origin here. The arc center a diameter of 3 millimeters. Then again move your cursor to this fillet arc. You can see the circle lies on the center of the arc. So click arc center. Finish. Cut method, thickness, and then the limits until next. Okay. You can then mirror onto the other side. So click on this normal cutout, select it, come to mirror feature. The plane should be an existing plane, and then select this plane. Show results. This is what we want. So okay. Next is to add this cut of the O-brown feature to it. So again, normal cutout. You sketch on this face, but you see where the x-axis and the y-axis are. When you click on OK, this is the view we have. We don't want it, so I'll show you how to align them so that we have this particular view here. So again, sketch section. This time you come to, don't select anything, and then come to CS/YS dialog. Select plane, x-axis, and point, and then click on this face for the plane. Now come to the vector for the x-axis. We want the x-axis to be in this direction, so click on this x-axis, and then the origin, come to point dialog. Make sure the references are all 0, 0, 0. Select the origin. Okay. So click OK, and this is the view we have here. Now we sketch the O-brown feature. And then let's dimension. So the length of the horizontal line is 15, the radius of the arc 2 millimeters. You make sure the O-brown feature is in the middle of the tab here. So just click on this midpoint of the horizontal line, click on this origin, vertical alignment, and make sure this line is horizontal. And then you want to mirror onto the other side, so come to mirror curve, select connected curves, and click on just one line to select the whole feature. The center line should be this x-axis. Okay. Now the distance between the two horizontal lines here is 10 millimeters. And since we just mirrored onto the other side, the two features will be symmetric about the x-axis. So sketch is fully constrained. Finish. Again, cut method, thickness, and the limits until next. Okay. Then we'll go on to add the bends. So the bend lines are a distance of 10 millimeters away from the edges. So add the first bend. Sketch on this face. Sketch this line. We're going to make the line horizontal. And then the distance from this edge to the line is 10 millimeters. Sketch is fully constrained, so finish. And then we want to bend downwards, so reverse the direction. The bend angle, as we saw earlier, 35 degrees. and then the inset should be the bend center line, so that the bend will start on these center lines. Okay, then we bend the other side with the same method. Okay, so come to view and then control what appears here. First we hide all elements or all features, and then we want to show just the solid bodies. In the true shading, we change the appearance to brass. So under global materials, I think this will be the brass, global material brass. And yeah, that's how to create this simple sheet metal model using Siemens NX. So guys, thanks for watching. This is the end of the tutorial. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on post notification, and also share the video to your friends as well. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Safe.